All right, everybody, welcome back to the lounge. I'm Balance. I'm here with my good friend Nunu that reached out to me after a 7 year hiatus. We haven't talked. Um, so Nunu, how you doing?
I'm okay.
You okay?
Yep.
So I guess we're gonna start off with how long have we been talking since you was about 20, right?
Yep.
And we had a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, for the most part, but
But what?
we had a few bumps, a few hiccups,
Okay,
but
so you said it was on your part.
that was on my part.
Why you feel it was on your part?
I feel it was on my part because I don't know. Like you said, I was only 20, so emotions coming from a 20-year-old young lady
Hmm.
is a lot more deeper than somebody who's experienced something or been through something.
I can agree with that. So, what you think was like our biggest issue that you had with me? Let's just say the issues that you had with me that would probably make you be emotional. Like, what did I do to, I guess, ruffle your feathers or something? I should say.
Oh.
There you go.
Ruffle my
Yeah.
um just not being with one person, but you being very honest.
Okay.
That's the part that I did appreciate, your honesty.
Mm.
But the part that I did not appreciate
Yeah.
was the fact that you were gonna do you.
Hmm.
Nobody could tell you shit,
Yeah.
and either you were down with it or not.
Yeah. I mean,
Period.
I think the important thing for me was just to be honest and give people the choice instead of like being lying to you and trying to keep you in something that you probably didn't want to be in. So I think that's where, I feel that me being honest gave you a choice. Now,
Yeah.
we had a couple of hiccups. Like, I think for me, I knew that you loved me, like I was saying. Um, and I think what stood out to me the most is when I was in a studio session and you came, stood by my side, and was kind of like really watching my back, like, because you don't trust nobody. I know you don't trust nobody. You've been had had like little
Mhm.
trust issues, but like you was really there and stood by me in a way that nobody ever did. That, like, you know what I mean? Really concerned about watching me. You always thought like, something might pop off, and you came stood like right by my side. And I don't want to say like a guard dog, but it was like boom. It was like some loyalty that was just like coming off you. And I think that was like one of the biggest qualities that I liked about you, and that you you really kept a house real clean, and you like if I asked you to do something, you would do it no matter what. You know what I mean? So
Of course.
you got some good qualities. Now, when I set you off though, and like I said, we talked about this because we had an interview, but it got messed up. Um, when I came to your house that time, and you basically held me captive. You held me captive because we got into an argument. I don't know. Remember what the
I
argument
did.
was?
It
You
wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, nah, I
But do you know
wasn't. You said what?
do you know why?
No, I don't remember what the argument was
I
about.
felt like I just felt like it was the end of the end of the world. Like there was no comeback. Like I needed to do whatever I needed to do
Hmm.
to let you know how I felt. And it was just like do you feel how I feel? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that psycho, you better feel how I, feel
Yeah,
how
yeah.
I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like a little psycho. But
Yeah, because I was trying to push my way out. I could not get past you, man. I was screaming for the police and shit. Your neighbors just, if you was trying to kill me, I'd have been dead. Just say that, right? And I think after you calmed down, because I gave up on trying to get out. We just started talking. And after you calmed down, we kind of, relaxed and carried on our night after that. But,
I, I think you did whatever
I was
you
about to
had to
jump.
do
I was thinking
out of
about
that.
jumping out that window, but you was on that that second story. I was like, fuck that. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
nah, it's all good. And then like the other time, like we got into it at my house, and I told you to go home, and you had went home. I thought you had went home, but
Hmm.
I woke up in the
No,
morning. I woke up in the morning, and you was sitting outside on my porch, Indian style. It was like shit.
wait, hold up,
All right,
Isaac.
yeah.
You didn't even talk about the time.
What's up?
Okay, where do I live?
You mean where did you live in Richmond?
No, where do I live
In Richmond,
right now?
in Richmond.
Okay, so I walk my dogs every day, right?
Okay.
So remember where you said I wouldn't let you out the room, right?
Yeah.
I live a block away from there.
Mm. Okay.
I never told nobody this, but I gotta see that shit every day. So
That house. Yeah, I don't really remember where it was. I just remember that man. I gave up. I was like, yeah, you was really fighting to keep me in there. But moving on to
no,
the one in the city, man. Like when you was, I woke up. I came out just to go outside in the front. You sitting on the porch, Indian style. I was like, damn,
yeah,
this girl
I,
dedicated. You was not, you wasn't playing when it
I
came
was
to being around me. And you know what? That was one of the things that I liked.
my first,
Hmm.
my first.
Okay, so
I don't know.
what made me, I guess, a special one? Because I know you had other relationships or whatever like that. So what made me special as far as how you viewed our relationship?
I think our conversation, like when we first met, like
Hmm.
our just, I don't know, it was just like stars. Like I don't know, I can't explain it.
Okay, I I want to ask you a question. Do you get a sense that I truly cared about you, or did you know that I truly cared? Do you think that I was like just trying to run game on you, or was it like this dude really cared about me?
Mm, I think you really cared, but
Hmm.
you had a lot of options,
Right.
and that's okay. You know,
But I still cared. Did I show you respect, even though I had options? Did I treat you good, or was
yeah,
I just out here like dogging you out?
mm-mm. You were like the best, and still are. You
Thank
know,
you. I appreciate that.
like don't let anybody knock you. Like I don't give a fuck because guess what?
What's
Yes,
up?
we could have had a baby together,
Hmm.
but would that be stronger,
Right.
or would that have like ugh, severed our bond? You know,
Well,
and we will always,
go ahead.
like period. Can't
Right.
nobody break that bond.
Now, I mean, I think like with anything, friendship is the best bond for me because like my thing with children is that it do get you to a certain level with a person, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna be together forever. And I think that was my biggest fear of having more kids is that when I have kids, I well back then when I was thinking about having kids, which I really didn't want to have any more kids, it made me feel like either it wasn't gonna work because my other experiences was they was I won't say that they were bad, but they weren't. the best. You know what I mean? And I had certain issues with both of them that kind of broke me to having kids because of what I was dealing with and the way that I was. You know, I played a big part in it too, but it was having kids was like scary to me, and I would rather just kind of enjoy life at the point where I was at. So I know that you wanted to kind of take it further, which brings us to you having two kids now. You have two beautiful kids. So we had stopped talking because we had gotten to a disagreement on the bus, and we kind of, I mean, we were still kind of like off and on talk, like here and there, just like you would call me, I would call you, and we'd just check on each other. But this, we hadn't seen each other. You had got on my bus. We had had good conversation, maybe two or three times that I'd seen you, and then I'd kind of expressed something that I was going through, and you kind of wasn't really on my side, which was understandable, but you couldn't accept the way that I felt about it, and it kind of made you go off on me, and I think that's where we lost contact, right?
Yeah,
And
pretty much.
and how long did it take for us to start talking again?
For that, that's a long time.
How long?
Ah, uh, six, six, 7 years.
6 or 7 years, yes. So I'm at work. I get this weird phone number in my phone. I'm like, who the hell is this? Because it didn't say your name. It didn't say a name that I recognize. So I answered it. I'm thinking it's like some, person trying to sell me some shit. I was about to cuss them out. I asked to buy one of my properties or something. I was about to cuss you out. And then I heard your voice. And you gave me the news that your husband had just passed that day. The same day, right? You called me the same day?
Yeah, that Saturday.
And you just needed somebody to talk to?
Yeah, like my familiar, just loving voice. That's all.
Okay. So do you want to kind of give a little bit of backstory? You don't have to go too deep or go too long into that. Do you want to kind of say like what happened and what your husband was going through?
Yeah. Um, my husband basically was going through kidney failure. So, like in kidney failure, there's stages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay.
and he was at 5. So I knew this was coming. I didn't know when, how, anything, you
Right.
know. And I don't know. I just need to. I need everybody to know what your blood type is. Know that you can donate one of your kidneys and still be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like absolute, like just without a doubt that you should know your blood type at least as an African American person.
Right.
But I was asking him. I said, "Do you want me to donate one of my kidneys to you?"
Hmm.
But
You you
you gotta
guys
understand.
you guys was a match. Y'all was a match.
Yeah,
So
yes, blood type, same everything. I
so,
could have got on that table for him at any time.
so why
But
he
you
didn't?
gotta, when you give one of your kidneys away,
Hmm.
you don't have two, you have one.
Right.
So not only to the person that you're donating to, but you
Hmm.
as a donator, you have to be on medicines for the rest of your,
Mm.
you know,
And he didn't want you to
and
do that.
no, he, he didn't want me to take a risk of my one and only kidney failing
Right.
because I don't want one.
And then both
That could
of
be a possibility.
yeah,
Yeah,
and both of your
that could be a possibility.
kids. Yeah.
Or if his body rejects my fucking kidney, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then what? Ass out.
Right. Well, that's understandable. So like now,
Yeah.
being a widower, I think that a widow. Yeah, you're a widow, not a widower. Being a
Ugh.
widow, um, I know you have a lot of fear surrounding that right now. So is that something you kind of want to talk to and maybe could reach out to other people that probably are widows that'll probably hear this and see if like some of y'all experiences and how you feel is gonna be the same, or are you willing to have people reach out to you and probably help you with some of the process of dealing with that, like maybe other women?
I'm I'm scared.
Right.
Not because of I'm not scared because I'm not scared because of the judgment.
Hmm.
I'm scared because of my boldness
Okay.
and my confidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't, but I'm at the point in life where I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings,
Hmm.
and I need to be careful with my words.
Got you.
And I need to make sure that my karma will always come back to be good, and just not try to be rude or disrespectful to anybody. You know,
Yeah. So
I
do you
want to.
do you think that like it's just because it's so fresh right now, you feel that you'll be probably angry or not so receptive to what people would have to tell you that you may have to do to get past that point?
I'm not angry, and I'm not receptive. I'm receptive. I want to be strong, like, but I know I can only be so strong without breaking down.
Right.
So that's what I want you for, as a friend
Right.
too, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, you're gonna go into a depression. Oh, you're gonna be psychotic. Oh, you're gonna have a mental breakdown."
Hmm.
Hold up, check it out. That's not the goal.
Right.
Got to be stronger than that mentally, physically. I know I only have two kids. A lot more people have more responsibilities, but at the same time, I gotta be strong, and I mentally,
Hmm.
but physically. I can pass out. I can pass out, go to sleep, wake back up at any time, but I still have to be there for my kids. I gotta cook. I gotta clean. I don't have time to lay down. I don't have time to be depressed.
Right.
You-
Well, I think from what we talked about so far, you handling it really really good. You know what I mean? And I just I commend you on how strong you've been by getting up and being ready to do his arrangements and stuff like that. And I'm always gonna be here. I'm always gonna be your friend. Like when I called you, I mean when you called me, it was like nothing that ever happened. I mean besides the news that you gave me, but like the conversation. I don't hold grudges, so I move past whatever disagreement we had. And the one thing that I did want to take accountability for and apologize to you for is how I made you feel in those moments when I think that you felt alone, when I was just, even though I told you what I was doing, but I know a lot of times that you felt alone. You know what I mean? And I would kind of, I thought I was giving you space, but I think that I was leaving you lonely, if that makes sense. Instead of being there for you through a time where you felt you needed somebody that you loved, I felt that I was leaving you alone, and I almost felt like I may have abandoned you in those moments. And I know that you had like a lot of abandonment issues. That's why you clung to me so hard. So I want to apologize to you for that. Is that okay if I do that?
Mhm.
Do you
Thank
accept it?
you.
Do you accept my
I
apology?
But check this out.
What's up?
Let me apologize to
Do
you
you accept my
because
apology, Nunu? Come on, you
I
gotta.
do-
Do you accept
I
it? Okay.
I
All right.
I
So now what? How would you
feel like
apologize?
you did. I don't feel like you did anything wrong, Isaac. But let me explain this. Let me
Mm,
explain why. Because I felt your pain. Like you, it took a while for you to open up to me. So like once you did, I was just like, I knew I felt this nigga's pain for what I'm saying, for a reason. Like you
mm,
know, I don't know, something drew me to you for a reason.
Yeah.
And I never judged you. I never will. I never am. And I love you. So just be you. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
all flaws, we all mistakes. We all
Yeah.
got shit to work
Of course. And you
with.
still working on. I'm still working on me. I'm not perfect, and I don't expect perfection from nobody. So
Because
yeah.
guess what?
What's up?
Not trying to be funny,
Oh, here you go
but I'm
trying to be
I,
funny. Every time you say
I
that
met
shit.
your ass
You
before
said,
I met my husband, nigga.
I know that.
So let's keep it 1,000.
All right.
But you
Mm-hmm.
gave me the opportunity to meet my husband,
Yeah.
and I thank you.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna try to hold you in something that you didn't want to be in. You know, like I said, I didn't know when I was gonna settle down. You know what I mean? I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out there just trying to live and figure out the shit that I was going through and the pains that I was going through and just dealing with my shit the way that I was dealing with it. So I don't want to talk
And
too
I'm
much
always
longer. You said what? Go ahead.
I'm gonna always wait for you patiently.
Man,
Sorry.
I'm always around, man. But you
No.
know, like I said, I don't want to be on this too long. I'm trying to cut these down so they don't be too boring. But I definitely want to talk to you again, and I thank you for taking the time out to talk to me about what you're going through, and giving me the opportunity to apologize for something that I wanted to apologize to you for. You know what I mean? And I thank you for your apology as well. And this is me signing off from the lounge. Thank you.